Pio Quinto Leon. All right. All right, and is there a plea on both cases or,
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the state is proceeding on one allegation in each
all right,
case.
and both of these are motions to revoke, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 10531W and 2022 CR 9798, State versus Pio Quinto Leon. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Enriquez for Pio Quinto Leon. Present for John Coons.
All right, and are you Pio Quinto Leon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record. If you'll state your name for the record.
Pio Quinto Leon.
All right. Do you have any objections to Attorney Enriquez standing in for Mr. Coons?
No, Your Honor.
State any objections to her standing in?
No, Your Honor.
And is there a state's motion to supplement in each of the cause numbers?
I believe so.
All right. Mr. Leon, did you review in the cause number ending in 31W, the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes.
In that cause number, are you the same Pio Quinto Leon who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 10531W for the offense of violation bond or protective order assault on November 16, 2023 for a period of 6 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review the motion to revoke community supervision in cause number 2022 CR 9798 with your attorney as well as the supplemental motion?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Pio Quinto Leon who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 9798 for the offense of assault bodily injury, married on December 19, 2022 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the same allegation in each motion or no? In each motion, they're separate? All right, then we'll proceed with cause number ending in 31W. You may proceed.
Your Honor, some of we have part of the.
No. What motions is he pleading to?
Violation condition number 22, that on or about the 7th day of December 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Pio Quinto Leon, the then and there failed to attend, comply with all rules, regulations, instructions, financial agreements as directed by the court and or supervision officer and or the head of or authorized personnel of the following counseling education programs: the state accredited battering intervention and prevention program, in violation of condition number 22.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure. And the state waives all remaining.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor. Our understanding is that the remaining allegations in the original motion and the amended motion would be waived.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 22, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 22?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 22 true. And then in the cause number ending in 2022, I'm sorry, in cause number 2022, CR 9798, state what allegations are you proceeding on?
Violent condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Pio Quinto Leon, the then and there failed to report to the supervision office as directed for the month of December 2023. Violation of number 4. Condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Any other,
Sorry, and the state waives all remaining.
any objection?
No objection.
All right, and you're pleading true to violation of 4?
Yes.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 1 year in the Bear County Jail and an $800 fine?
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, sir.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge.
And what is that?
Your Honor, just have a request to follow probation's recommendations, which include their ISF with ISP after completing the program.
Where has he been since 2023?
Your Honor, my client tells me that he pled in November. He originally had a condition to have a GPS leg monitor for the first 90 days. His attorney Shannon Locke filed a motion to have that amended. It was removed a month late after a month of no violations.
All right, everyone, please whisper.
And then he tells me that they gave him a date to show up to get the monitor put back on, and there was some confusion because he thought the motion was granted, so he wanted to consult with his attorney and couldn't make the given appointment because of work, and made attempts with his probation officer to reschedule the appointment and was never able to get a hold of her, and then just admittedly did not report for the next 5-ish months until he was picked up on the MTR.
So he's been missing since 2023?
Since December of 23, yes. And well, he's actually been in custody, Your Honor, since this summer on the MTR before this court date. So he got picked up in June.
June 11th.
Yeah, he was picked up on the MTR in June. So he's actually been in custody on the MTR since June.
All right, so why has he been in custody since June on a motion to revoke and he hasn't been before the court?
Mr. Kuntz was appointed less than a month ago. I'm not sure if there was a previous attorney. It looks like we were appointed mid-September.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson, why hasn't he been brought over the court if he's been in custody since, you say June?
Yes, sir. June 11th.
I believe that's
June
correct.
11th.
And I have the
And this
case.
is a motion to revoke. All right, let's look in the system.
Can go at 9, we call 2 warrants on my client. She's gonna call him to tell him.
The case events on Odyssey show that he was picked up on the warrant on June 17th is what, he says 11th, but it says on the, at least on the system, it says 17th. There was a supplemental motion filed on July 1st.
Well, for me, that's still,
And then John Kuntz was appointed on September 12th.
all right. Everyone, we're on the record, so please don't approach the coordinator, don't approach the deputies, we're on the record. All right, that still is a problem for the court, that somebody has been in jail since June, and we're just having a motion to revoke hearing. Now, I do see that he had a hearing on June 17th, 2024 before a magistrate.
That's when he was arrested.
And then this is the first setting that we've had. This is unacceptable for the court, that somebody has been in custody since June, waiting for a hearing on a motion to revoke, and here we are in October having a hearing. So somebody needs to explain to me why I should follow your agreement, because regardless, he's been missing. And I'm not even gonna count the June dates. If I sentence him, of course, he'll receive credit for that time. But he's been missing since 2023 of December. So that's December, January, February, March, April, May. He's been missing for 6 months. So that needs to be addressed with the court, because I don't think he's a good candidate anymore.
Your Honor, he admittedly absconded after not being able to schedule that appointment, which I understand is not an acceptable excuse, but he admittedly absconded, and I mean, he's had consequences. He's been in custody for several months now, and he's agreeing to stay in custody. It looks like, according to probation, the program that he is agreeing to as part of our agreement with the state is local ISF from anywhere to 90 to 120 days based on his own progress. So if he is not progressing in the program, he'll stay for up to 120 days. And there's a 2 to 6 week wait for a bed. So, I mean, he's going to be in custody for several more months and then still has several years of probation to prove to the court that he can follow rules, but he didn't.
Can I see the file, Sam, please?
He's accepting what I believe is
Probation.
a significant consequence of his freedom.
All right, so this is what the court is gonna do. In 2022 CR 9798. I'm sorry, probation, is this your recommendation? All right, any objections to the court review and the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
Okay,
The court summary on the very first page actually makes mention of the scheduled appointment that my client informed me about.
all right, so I see that he was made aware that he had a warrant and he needs to surrender himself to the Bear County Jail on December 1st, 2023. It states, call probationer to inform him to surrender to the Bear County Jail and get his GPS installed. He stated he would call his lawyer before surrendering. And then on December 11th, 2023, he was notified that there was a warrant and to surrender himself. Then as I look at another page from the court summary, it says the victim contacted this officer on September 29th, 2024 and stated probationer called her from jail and made threats to harm her current partner when he's released.
And Your Honor, the state waived that allegation.
Okay. All right, I won't consider it because you're correct, it was waived. It's just in the court summary. So, Mr. Leon, I'm not considering that at all. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is gonna do. And cause number 2022 CR 9798, the court is gonna grant the motion. The court is gonna sentence you to 1 year in the Bear County Jail, give you credit for any time served. There's an $800 fine, time and money for run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Adriana, Leon, and this will run concurrent with 2023 CR 10531W. All right, and that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on community supervision. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right, and because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to attorney. In 2023 CR 10531W, the court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, give you credit for any time served. The range of punishment in that case is anywhere from 2 to 10 years. Defense, do you wish to speak to punishment?
Yes, Your Honor. Let me confirm with my client just briefly.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I'll hear.
I just wanted to confirm before stating with the court that it's my understanding he has no prior felony criminal history, possibly no criminal history. I'm not exactly sure, so I don't want to misstate that from the court. But definitely no felony history from what I just conferred with.
All right,
my
everyone,
master.
please whisper. All right, you may continue.
Yes, and we went in with the understanding and he knew that he was going to admit that he'd violated and that it was up to the court what happened. So he was well aware of that. That's something we discussed. But I mean, you've seen that he admitted, he didn't try to contest the allegations. He admitted that he absconded. He admitted that there was no real credible good excuse, other than he was just here in San Antonio working. He has been in custody since June of this year, kind of in limbo. Not knowing what was gonna happen, not having an attorney and not being brought to court. So I'm sure that that was, I'm assuming and speculating admittedly that that was worrisome during that time period. And also he was agreeing to be on supervision for several, I believe, 6 more years and take consequence. So in light of all that, we would, and in light of not having any prior criminal history, we would ask that the court assess the minimum, which would be 2 years.
Right. All right. And that cause number, the court is going to find you guilty. The court will revoke, give you credit for any time served. This is run concurrent with 2022 CR 9798. There's to be no contact with Adriana Leon. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Your counsel made very compelling arguments. That's why your sentence is as it is and not more. Do you understand?
Understand.
All right, when you are released, if I'm still here, if there's something you need with help for any type of issues you may have, you can come back to the court and I will pick up the phone and call someone to help you. What you need to understand is you're not allowed to have any contact with Miss Leon. Do you understand?
Yes, I
Do
understand.
you all have children together?
Yes.
All right, so if you wish to see your children, you need to do that through a third party, but you can't contact her, okay? And guess what? When we're away and when people say relationships are over, they're over. And when they meet somebody new, you got to accept. They've moved on, so you got to move on. As my grandmother would say, even if you're crying, just cry on the inside and keep it moving, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a seat, sir.